Hello, I'm Yoga Dawn. Welcome to my moving medicine series, where I will be looking at different parts of the body and how we can alleviate pain through 15-minute yoga flows. Today we will be looking at the knee, that part of the body that so many people have issues with. So we'll be trying to strengthen and lengthen the four main muscle groups around the knee. So the quads, the hamstrings, the hip adductors, and the hip abductors. Coming into mountain pose. So we want our feet to be really strong, really grounded, feeling the four corners of our foot touching the mat. We can maybe even lift our toes up off the mat, making sure each corner is engaged before dropping the toes down. Our palms are shining forward. We're finding length in the spine. Imagining a thread is pulling our head up to the sky. And we're just going to breathe here for 5 breaths. Really imagining light shining forward from the palms of our hands. Finding that strength in our posture. And then coming into chair pose, so we sweep our arms up to the sky, we bend our knees, and we're just going to lean the body back, tucking the tailbone. And just find your breath here. Making sure we try and lift the arms up, tucking the tailbone in. Knees are not too far forward, they're leaning back as if we're sitting back into a chair. Our gaze should be directly ahead of us. Do this for 2 more breaths. Coming back up to standing. We take the right leg behind us, coming into a low lunge, so we drop the right knee to the mat, sweeping the arms up to the sky. You might find it comfortable to just tuck a pillow underneath the right knee, making sure that the left knee isn't overshooting the ankle, it's directly stacked above the ankle. We'll just breathe here for 3 more counts. Here we stand up into our warrior 2. So just going to switch around. We want our right foot to be 90 degrees and our left foot is shooting directly forward. Arms come shooting out, energy firing out of both of those fingertips. And we really want to make sure that the left knee is not overshooting. If we stack the bones nicely, it will just create a really strong, stable base for the body. If you need to step in the right foot, that's absolutely fine. Just make sure that it's as comfortable as can be for you. Just finding length. Again, imagining that string is just pulling our head up to the sky. And we're going to find our breath here. Taking one last breath before we reverse the warrior. So our left arm is just going to hook over the top of our head. We may want to just use our right hand to support ourselves on our thigh, or maybe even a little further down our leg. Our gaze wants to be just a little higher up towards the sky. Holding this for 2 more breaths. And coming back up through center, we'll stand back at the top of the mat, getting ready to do all of that on the left side of the body. So the left leg steps back. Again, we can use our cushion and just pop it under the left knee if that feels comfortable. And we're going to come into our low lunge, sweeping the arms up to the sky, making sure our right knee is not jutting too far forward, it's directly stacked over the ankle. Really shooting those fingers up to the sky. Do 2 more breaths here. And then stepping ourselves up into Warrior Two. So our left foot wants to be 90 degrees, right foot directly ahead. Let's remember we don't want the right knee to shoot over past the ankle. Our hands come out. Our gaze is just flush over our right hand. And we want to find length in the head and expansiveness across the chest. As with all of the warrior poses, if you need to step the foot in a little bit, just heel toe the foot in. And then we're going to reverse the warrior. So our right arm sweeps up over our head, left hand can come onto the left thigh. Just checking in with that right knee, checking it's not overshooting. It's nicely stacked on top of the ankle. And we can just look up towards the sky, finding our breath. And do 2 more breaths here. Cartwheeling those arms back up. We just step the right toe in and get ready to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So we'll take a nice big inhale, and as we exhale, just very gently lower the body down towards the mat, keeping our arms straight. Now your hands can either come out in front of you here, or they can just find the ankles or the calves. Just let the head hang heavy. Bring our arms back out. We inhale all the way up, stepping the left foot in to join the right, and we're just going to come down onto the mat. So if we have a strap, we're going to grab that strap now. And we're going to do a reclined hand to toe pose. So just bringing the strap over the balls of the right foot. We're going to straighten the leg up. We might want to keep a micro bend in the knee here. And we're just going to gently lower that leg first down to the right side. You might want to use your left arm just to keep your body stable as you do this. Really be aware of that small bend in the knee. You don't want to lock out the knee here. We want to keep a micro bend. Inhale, we come back up through center, and we'll just lift it over to the left side. Extending the strap if you need to. Inhale the leg back up through center. We're just going to get rid of the strap for a second as we hug the knee into the chest. Maybe we can even tease the knee up towards the armpit, the right armpit. And then we're going to release the knee and put the leg back on the ground, getting ready to set up for the left side. So we'll take our strap again, tuck it on the ball of the left foot. Remember to keep that micro bend in the leg as we hold the strap with our left arm, using our right arm on the mat to support ourselves. Lower the left leg down. We'll hold this for 2 more breaths. Bringing the leg back up through center. Switching hands. So the strap's now in the right hand, using our left arm to support ourselves as we just tip the leg over to the right side. We want to make sure the left shoulder is still on the mat. We don't want to lift the body up too much. Bringing the leg up through center, removing the strap, and then just tucking the left knee into the chest, maybe even easing it over towards the left armpit. And then we're going to release the left leg down to the mat. We're just going to have a nice little shake out of our legs before we move into reverse pigeon. So we'll plant our left foot on the mat and we'll take our right ankle onto the left knee. We want to just thread the right arm through the legs, and we'll just interlace the fingers either behind the left thigh or in front of the left shin as we just gently bring the left knee towards the chest. Only go as far as feels comfortable. Don't push yourself, don't force it. But every week, every time you do this, it will get a little bit easier. Releasing that left knee, we're just going to switch the legs over, so bringing the left ankle onto the right knee. Again, we're going to interlace our hands by threading the left arm through the legs, coming either behind the right thigh or in front of the right shin. And then just gently ease the knee towards the chest. Releasing the knee, coming into our reverse butterfly. So we're just gonna form a diamond with the legs. Maybe we'd like to put 2 cushions either side of the knees. That can be quite supported and comfortable. And then just let the knees open up. Let gravity naturally pull the knees down towards the floor. Maybe we can close our eyes here. And then we're just going to stretch our legs straight out in front of us, coming into our final Savasana. Ankles can be mat width apart, palms can be up to the sky. And we'll just take a couple of breaths here. Tucking our knees into the chest. We're just going to give ourselves a nice little hug, rocking the body from side to side. Releasing the legs, our hands come behind the knees as we rock the body up to a seated position. Hands come on the knees and maybe we close our eyes as we take a nice big inhale through the nose and an exhale through the mouth. One more through the nose and out through the mouth. And then gently we can open our eyes. Thank you so much for joining me today on this Motion Lotion.